Hello and welcome back to Random Talks with the Rat. Today we are going to be talking about some quarantine-induced weirdness that is in my life, and I hope you guys enjoy and relax and just have fun. Alright, let's get into it. As you guys know from my previous podcasts, I enjoy working out. So recently I have been working out about an hour and a half on average every day from Sunday to Friday. I don't know what just happened there. My mouth just had a little seizure. Anyways. So I work out for like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 1 hour. It's an hour and a half is right in the middle. Every Sunday till Friday, and then Saturday is my rest day. And like all human beings, I do eat junk on my rest day, which I am trying to stop. But it's kind of hard when Chick-fil-A is just like so easy to drive to and get their cookies and cream milkshakes. Dude, their cookies and cream milkshakes, you literally can't beat it. You can't beat Chick-fil-A's cookies and cream milkshakes. Like, I have never tried anything better than that. I swear to God. So good. Anyways, besides the point, irrelevant. So, on the days that I do work out, I eat healthy because, like, what's the point of busting your butt if you're not going to eat healthy? Because then it's just, you're literally doing it for nothing. I also mentioned this in one of my other podcasts. One of my personality traits is, like, kind of just getting, like, addicted to things. Not like drugs and stuff, like not like that, but like I'll find one thing that I really, really like, and then I'll do that and continue to do that for like literally as if I never lived without it. So basically let me give you an example. Okay. So it usually happens with food a lot of times. So I discovered, in the summer, I discovered smoothie bowls. So I made myself a smoothie bowl. It was prepackaged fruit I put it in the blender. Then I put some peanut butter and some granola. And then I ate that literally every single morning because I figured it out and it was so good. And then I discovered toast with peanut butter and banana. And I was like, oh, that's really good too. So then I started eating that for breakfast every single day, forgetting about the smoothie bowl. So yeah, it's a cycle. I find something and then I do that like consistently, and I would kind of like forget how I lived without it. So it's weird. But anyways, so I found like last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. No, I think last week. I figured out that a tuna salad sandwich is really good.
For many of you, seeing me yawn just now was enough to make you want to yawn too.
Alright, so a little background on tuna. Tuna contains mercury, and if you eat too much tuna, you're only supposed to eat 1 can a week, but if you eat more than 1 can a week, then it can overload the mercury in your body and give you mercury poisoning, which I didn't know. And obviously with my addictive personality, once I discovered I liked tuna salad sandwiches, that was all I ate after my workouts. So for a straight week and a half, I would work out and then eat a tuna salad sandwich, and then work out and then make a tuna salad sandwich. So I would have 1 each day. So then when I told my mom about this, she was like, wait, you can't eat tuna more than once a week. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, you can get mercury poisoning. So I was like, oh, okay. So I started like looking up stuff online to see if I was going to die, like WebMD, everybody does it. So I didn't die, thankfully. But since you should only have it once a week, I will not be eating tuna for the next like 48 weeks or so. Well, no, that makes no sense. How many days did I eat it? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For about 14 weeks, I can't eat tuna. So if you didn't know that, just to let you know, don't eat tuna every day because it can hurt you. You're not going to die, but it can hurt you. Now we're going to move into another subject about quarantine. This subject involves my doggy.
That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog.
So my dog, her name is Tinkerbell. She's sleeping on the bed behind me. Fun fact, she actually talks in her sleep, and she doesn't walk in her sleep. That would be funny. She just kind of like kicks in her sleep, so like you'll hear her like wrestling around down and like her like leg will kick or whatever, and she'll bark in her sleep. And yeah, when I said talk in her sleep, she doesn't literally be like, hey dude, what's up? Like she barks in her sleep. Don't take it too literally. She actually is a dog, so she can't talk. Since quarantine, I haven't been to school, like in-person school, since March 13th, 2020. So in about like a week or so, it'll be exactly a full 360 days, like a full year of not being inside the school building. So that means that I am with my dog like literally every single second of every single day. And my dog is already my best friend. I'm her favorite. We've always been stuck two peas in a pod, whatever cliches. But now that I've been home, it's like we literally don't leave each other's sides. So it's come to the point where my dad calls her my shadow. So if I walk downstairs to grab something to eat or whatever, she'll follow me. She'll literally follow me everywhere. So I'll walk into the bathroom. I actually have videos of me going to the bathroom because I have to pee, and she walks into the bathroom with me and sits and stares at me. Like I'm not kidding when I say that she follows me everywhere. But I love it because she's my best friend, and I love it. And I love animals. So yeah, since I am home, I have all my practices on Zoom, Google Meet, whatever we use at the time. I have all my practices, I have all my classes, everything on Google Meet or Zoom. So I sit in a chair while I am doing my Google Meet, and she started to get into the habit of getting onto the chair with me. But the thing is, the chair isn't that big. So when she tries to sit with me, half my butt cheek is off of the chair. So I'm falling off of the chair while she's sitting on the chair, because she's not a small dog. She's a muscular, big dog. She's a pit bull, an American Staffordshire Terrier, if you really want to look it up and see what she actually looks like. Yeah, so she's not small, and she's not a lap dog, but she thinks she is. She does sit on my lap, and she's like, I think the vet said 75 pounds. I'm not sure though, because I lift 60, and she's not recently. Because I have weights in the basement, obviously, when I work out, and our weights go from 5 all the way to 30 pounds, and they go by 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, blah, blah, blah. So the heaviest that I could do is the 230s. So I take the 230s and lift with them. Anyways, so the doctor said she's about like 75 pounds. Yeah, so it's not that much more than what I would lift at home, and she's not that much heavy. I don't know where I was trying to go with that. But anyways, so my coach so I do a cappella, and my coach actually has started to know her as my dog. Like so she makes appearances in my classes and in my practices. So a lot of my teachers like to use the phrase, "Oh, we got a furry friend." I don't know if anybody else has heard that, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. It really doesn't matter. But in my classes and in my practices, my teachers have actually started to like notice, and like they'll her name is Tinkerbell. So we'll join the meet, and she'll either be poking her head over the bed to look at the camera, or sitting on my chair or whatever, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's Tinkerbell, say hi, everybody say hi to Tinkerbell, oh my god." And then so she's basically become my mascot, my service dog, because I don't even need a service dog, but I mean, everybody needs a service dog. Dogs are the true medicine of anything. Just amazing. So yeah. So my dog, and I'm getting my license soon, but my boyfriend already has this license. So whenever we're going somewhere, and we're just kind of going somewhere and coming back, or we're not like going inside somewhere, or like whatever, we bring her with us in the car because she loves going in the car. So she hasn't really left my side, which has caused some separation anxiety, but it's not terrible because it's not like I go anywhere anyways. So, because my boyfriend's my only friend. But, yeah. So now we're gonna go and go into the subject that I started last podcast and do another Netflix review for some shows. So the first show I'm gonna do is, alright, so the first show I'm gonna be talking about today is called Dead to Me. This, I think it was like 2 seasons maybe? It's still being made, I think, but it's one of those shows where like only 1 season or 2 seasons is up, and then you have to wait, which I don't really like. I like just getting the show and going through all the seasons at once because I don't have to wait, and then like the seasons will come back up and I'll like forget about the show and then I won't go back and watch it, you know? So I'd rather it just all be up. So that's one flaw about it, but I mean, if you don't care about that, it really doesn't matter. Anyways, so this show is... I don't want to like spoil it because it's like intense, but it's basically so this one lady who lost her husband because he got hit by a car, and then another lady who lies about losing her boyfriend because she wants to get closer to this lady, and just a whole bunch of stuff goes on, and it's very intense. And I'm gonna give a little spoiler here for you guys if you like really want to know why you should watch this. So if you don't want to be spoiled, mute for the next 2 seconds. So the lady who tries to be friends with the lady whose husband got hit by a car, she was the one who hit the husband with the car. Okay, so everybody can come back. We're all good. Yeah. So it's really intense. Something new happens on every episode. You never know what's gonna happen. So like there's moments where you're like, okay, literally nothing worse could happen. Like there's nothing that can happen that is worse than what it has been happened already. Like everything is like there's nothing more that can happen. And then all of a sudden another problem shows up and you're like, what the heck? Like, what? So, it's really just, it's a cliffhanger, it's crazy, it's hectic, it's scary, it's dramatic, and it's just all those aspects. So if you like those types of shows, I definitely recommend giving it a watch. And then another show that is also quite like that, it's new on Netflix. I think it's only 1 season, maybe 2 seasons. It's also short. It's also still coming out. It's called Big Sky. So this show, I started watching it with my mom. So we were watching it in the living room. Well, she was watching the first episode in the living room when I came downstairs on the weekend to make breakfast. And I started, like, as I was making breakfast, I started to, like... Sorry, I drink chocolate milk, and for some reason it's like coating my throat and making like my throat like phlegmy. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, so if I clear my throat, it's because I drink chocolate milk, because chalky milk is the way to go. Anyways, back to the show. So, what show was I talking about? Big Sky. So, I went downstairs, and my mom was watching the show, and as I was making my breakfast, I started to get, like, super into it, and I couldn't stop watching. So then, once I was done making my breakfast, I ate my breakfast while watching it with her, and then I was stuck there on the couch for, like, 3 hours, because I was so into it. And it was just so good. Like, literally something new happened every second. It was always pulling you in. There was no way to get bored watching it. So, I really, really enjoyed it. So, this isn't a spoiler. This is just a little, thing that, yeah. So, the show's about, like, 2 girls that get kidnapped, and then it's a whole, like, detective story of like them people trying to get back, all this stuff, blah blah blah. And like there's people that are like, oh my god, like you're evil, no way, what, and stuff like that. So yeah, if you like those types of shows where it's cliffhangers and craziness and like you never know what's gonna happen, well then those 2 shows are for you. So if you do watch those shows, let me know how you think of them, because I love them so much. But if you have any other opinions, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Yeah. All right, thank you guys all so much for listening. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click that like, and hit that notification bell so you get notifications every time I post. The funny thing is, while I was saying that, I was actually making the gestures like they do in YouTube videos, and I was like pointing down at the subscribe button as if you could see my hands, but you can't. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know. I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great week, a great night, a great morning, a great everything. And if you have any requests, any stories you want me to bring back, anything that you would like me to resurface or just newly talk about, let me know. I will be here, and I will see you next week. Peace out.